Hello, Arsenal fans. Guys, the international break is here, and most of our players are off to play for their individual countries in either a friendly or World Cup qualifiers. But interestingly, as many as 9 first team stars are left behind at sober reality to either continue their rehabilitation or we are not called up at all by their national team managers. Players like Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Victor Gyökeres, our captain Martin Odegaard, Ben White, keeper Arrizabalaga, our boy Miles Kelly, and they were all of them are staying behind. For those that are recuperating from injuries, and some of them that were not called to their national camp. So we wish them luck. There's every hope that in 2 weeks' time, when the international break will come to close and the Premiership will resume and everything will resume, we'll have a much bigger pool of players to choose from. And remember, our games will come in thick and fast and really tough games. Starting with Tottenham, then off to Chelsea. Then we play the Champions League leaders, Bayern Munich, at home before the likes of Aston Villa and the rest. So it's really going to be a very challenging November leading into the Christmas. But Arsenal have a squad to do that, and most of the players have been speaking out, about their intentions. Pietro Hincapié was speaking to the Arsenal press, and he was talking of their desire to win it all, to win the whole competitions, not only the league, the Premier League. They want to win the triple in the Premiership and add the Champions League to it. It's a lofty, it's a beautiful ambition, and it's a good place to start. So that at the end of the day, if they're not able to win the 4, at least they should be able to win something. So for them to inculcate that winning ideology and mentality into themselves is a very beautiful sign. Seriously, it's really a good sign, Not only Pietro Hincapié, Bukayo Saka was also talking, over the pain of disappointment of drawing at Sunderland. So a scenario whereby a draw is now a big seen as a big failure for Arsenal Football Club. It's a good sign. It's a good sign, and it's looking more and more likely that it's going to be Mikel Arteta again versus Pep Guardiola. Guardiola has always won in the past 2 seasons. If you guys remember, 2 seasons ago, 2 or 3 seasons ago, this man went on a run of almost 18 games unbeaten to pip Arsenal at the final whistle. It happened again 2 seasons ago where they beat us by 2 points. And on both occasions, Arsenal were leading the league for a long period of time. It's looking something like something like that is coming again, because Liverpool obviously has fallen. Liverpool has fallen off. There's no doubt about that. They've lost 5 games in 11 matches. We have 27 matches to go. So only a miracle would see Arsenal Football Club and Manchester City drop off to the point where Liverpool will now come back to overhaul them and win the league and defend the league. So it's looking very likely that Liverpool has already given up their defense of the title with only 11 games played. It's a very, very sad story. But then when you look at it, Arne Slot came in last season and took over a team that Jurgen Klopp has perfected. a championship winning team that was built over years, over a period of, I think Jurgen Klopp was at Liverpool for about 9 years or thereabout. So he built a squad that was capable of winning everything, and he won everything. He won the Premier League, he won the Champions League, and when this guy came, they delivered the Premier League to him without sweat. He really didn't need to sweat that much because he met a well-oiled machine. And this time around, it's his time to begin to build his own team. So that is what is going on, people. That's what's going on. He now has to go there and buy players that he feels he required or he desired. And Liverpool was ready to back him fully and completely. They spent stupendously on a couple of players. The money that was used to buy Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz alone, if you add Ekitike, would have bought you 6-7 top quality midfielders and good defenders that will keep the team stable. When you look at it, you ask yourself, what was the need of splashing out over 125 to 30 million for Alexander Isak when you had Cody Gakpo and Ekitike there? All you needed to do is to fortify your midfield and add a little bit to your defense that is getting old. So you can imagine Ekitike, Gakpo, and Mohamed Salah. It's alone. These three players are enough to deliver to you whatever you're looking for. But anyhow, it's the way the coach thinks and whatever he's looking for. And that's what is happening now. That's what is happening. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But for some of us who are Arsenal fans, we think that this is our time. This is our time. We have only lost once in 11 outings, and that was to a fluke of a goal, if I should use that word, because Szoboszlai may never be able to score that kind of a goal again. It's one of those goals that is once in a lifetime thing, And apart from that, we haven't lost any other game. We haven't lost any other game, both in the Premiership and in Europe. So we are really on a good run. We are really in a good stead. Luckily the international break is here, because like I said in my last video, I think maybe we have played too much, and it was beginning because we looked weak against Sunderland. Yes, Sunderland, I don't understand that kind of a team, but you could understand that this is a team that is fighting to make their mark. They want to stay in the Premiership. They want to start early to collect as much points as they can, because it's a long run. It's a marathon. So nobody will blame them. So let's see what's going to happen when they return from the international break. There are lots of other rumors about players that we may be interested in. Those are not necessary for now. And we see what happens, guys. We see what happens. I don't know what you think. Do you really think that we can win a quadruple this season? Do you think it's possible? Let's hear what you think. If this is your first time of listening to me or watching me, please subscribe to our platform. You don't lose anything by doing that. Just to encourage us, in what we are doing. Also like, so that YouTube will send you our next video when it's done, and comment so that we'll get back to you. And let's discuss this thing. I believe strongly. I believe that it's possible. But caution says that we must tread carefully. We must tread carefully. Let's walk before we start flying or running. We haven't won the Premier League for over 2 decades now. The focus should be on winning the Premier League and 1 or 2 other cups added. Then we know next season the focus should shift to the Champions League. But if it's possible to win all of them, then why not? That's the way I think. That's the way I see it. Let's hear what you think. God bless you guys.